Hello, welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. I got a fun list for you today. It is of one of my favorite cards, Rowlet and Alolan Executor. Y'all know I love Rowlet. Just look at him sleeping there. Just so cute in the shade. But anyways, this is a really cool deck that I saw on Twitter on Sunday from Noah, or you may know them as the Sky Circus on Twitter. Very wonderful member of the Pokemon competitive community and does a lot for tournaments and stuff. Recently took this deck to a top 8 cut in the Sunday Open, which is super awesome, especially with this list with fire literally running everywhere right now with Centiskorch, Charizard breaks in, just overall firebox that I've seen, and then baby blondes as well. So this is a really cool list. I hope we have some good games with it. It's pretty fun in my opinion, especially with paired up with this Rillaboom right here. No rare candies though in this. I've thought about the idea. I've thought about Rillaboom recently, and I've thought about maybe because there's a lot of decks right now that want to go second. You know, you talk about like Centiskorch, ADPZ is okay with going second, Luke Metal's kind of okay with going second. I think Blounds wants to go, generally any like fire deck wants to go second in my personal opinion. But anyways, as I was saying, if you are in a position where you're forced to go first and you can't use super growth, maybe like putting 1 or 2 rare candies in here somewhere. I don't know where, maybe just getting rid of Crushing Hammers. I don't know. Crushing Hammers to me is like the most cuttable card in like literally all lists. Who is challenging me right now? No, Snorlaxian, I'm doing a YouTube video. But anyways, that gives you the flexibility of if you do get that Grookey down turn 1, that way you are able to get that Rillaboom turn 2, even though you don't really have a good way to search for the rare candy. Kind of gives you a little bit better opportunities in my personal opinion to be able to still get that voltage beat and then be able to get an attack slash setup something else on the field. So just something to keep in mind, but we're just going to run with the list that Noah had. It seemed to work pretty well for them, so might as well try it. If you like what you see here, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Trying to get to 300 subscribers. We just recently hit 200. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And yeah, I'll check out the full list here later in the video, so stay tuned for that as well. But let's get into some games. All right, here we go. First game with the EggRow Rillaboom box. You know I love Rowlet, one of my favorite Pokemon in the... I want to go second. Yes, because I want to use the attack. Got to make sure I stick to that. Now, this is not the greatest of hands, I will say. We do have Tag Call to be able to get our EggRow. We do have like an energy to be able to retreat. We have Quick Ball here. What does Quick Ball get us? Quick Ball gets us the Grookey, so we can be able to evolve. But other than that, we'll have to use Tag Call for like Cynthia and Caitlyn, I guess. And right off of the gate, Salamence? Maybe? Definitely going to use this Crushing Hammer. We hit heads because we're a busted, filthy, broken player. We do have Marnie here, so we could go ahead and grab the Mewtwo, or we could actually go into Guzma Hala. Guzma Hala might be a better decision now that I think about it, because we could just we could do it this way. We could lay this guy down. We could go, oh, I need one. Well, no, we can get the air balloon. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. I accidentally couldn't do the math in my head. So we do have a 2-2 line going on right here, so we will put the Grookey right here. Hopefully our one mistake that we've made already is I should have checked to see if the air balloon was there, because if the air balloon wasn't there, little bit of an issue. So thankfully I don't think it's gonna hurt us too much. We can get the capture energy to be able to get something else down if we want. We have the way to get the turn 1 Rillaboom, which is awesome. Capture energy, gonna throw down. We have no more Grookeys, which is a little bit of a problem. We're gonna have to pull them off the prizes. That means that we prize 3 Grookeys, by the way. So this is certainly a game, but I think we'll put Double down. I think Double's pretty all right in this case. And yeah, I think this is a good one to have, and we're just gonna go ahead, retreat, and then we will super growth to be able to get this this Rillaboom down. Now, what I'm thinking is possibly going into the double with Revenge Blast because of this Keldeo right here. We're not playing something like Power Plant, so Keldeo is literally a wall for us. So, not playing switch cards, only playing this one Air Balloon, I believe, if I recall the list correctly. So, we'll see how this goes. They have Zamazenta and Keldeo. This may just be like one big wall deck. I don't know. Luke, Metal, is this Luke Metal? It's got to be ADP, right? Why else would you play Keldeo? So you got this Metal Energy right there. It is resistant to grass along with that Metal Goggle, so that's a little bit of an issue, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Voltage Beat attaches to one Pokemon. I think what we need to do is spend some time going into attaching the energies right here. So like we hit that, perfect. Always hit heads, chat. That's the only recommendation that I can give you. We could actually attach right here. Man, this is super hard because we prize the Grookey. I think attaching here is correct. We can Voltage Beat, put it on the... I'm thinking we put it on the double this turn. That seems like a pretty alright play. If we tag call, we can go get... No Mallow and Lana, that is prize, so that's fine. We can go grab maybe Mewtwo? And then we can chill out and, I don't know, Super Growth. It's not really going to work, but we can look through a little bit. Okay. So this will be really interesting. My thing is, now that I have Boss, I'm just going to go up and just go super aggro on Zamazenta, especially because it has a Tool Scrapper. There's no way that it's going to get an Air Balloon unless they scrap themselves, but... we'll see how this goes. I'm super intrigued. This has to be ADP, right? This has to be ADP. We're gonna Voltage Beat. We are going to put a ton right here, and I'm gonna actually start building up this Rillaboom because this Rillaboom can hit into the Keldeo for a one-hit KO because of this grass weakness. So that's actually really, really nice. I'm gonna try to just go for that and see how it does. Because we're pretty far ahead, I would say. We're only doing 90, that's okay. 90 is totally fine by me. We're just trying to do what we can at this point. And there's that ADP like I was talking about earlier. There's the energy switch here. I wonder if they're going to alter creation this turn. That'll be very interesting. If we go aggressive... oh, maybe not. I was going to say, maybe if we go super aggro. But, okay, we could actually Voltage Beat... oh no, we have a Swell out here. I was gonna say maybe Lab, and maybe if they bounce it, I doubt it though. They could be playing Viridian because they're playing Keldeo. That might be something. So I'm just gonna go a little bit slower. I'm gonna Cynthia and Caitlyn. And we're actually gonna grab Boss right here. Draw a couple cards out of this, try to get that out of here. Yeah, get that thing out of here. I'm going to go ahead and... let's see, if I hit 200, you're only blocking 30, so that is one. We don't need to use the Tropical Hour, though. We don't need to be that aggressive. What does this say? 3 extra energies? Okay, so that's just an attachment next turn. I'm going to go ahead and Voltage Beat. We only have 2 left, actually, so I think we're going to go right here. And then just go ahead and Calming Hurricane. Do a little bit more damage right here. If they want to hit into us, then that's okay. The only thing is, though, at this point, I don't have enough energies to be able to hammer in. Maybe I do, actually, with the Weakness Guard, but I need one more grass, so that's the only issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... and then 10, I think we're out of grass energies, so that's a little bit of an issue, but they're going to go right here. They're going to try to do this. That's fine. Too bad Mallow and Lana's not off the prize, but this ordinary rod's actually really, really good. And I may actually do this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and ordinary rod. So I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna throw in this 2-2 line right here. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the 2-2 line, and then I'm also gonna throw in this grass energy right here. We'll end up voltage beating. So excellent top deck, actually. We can continue applying pressure, and I think we take a knockout this turn. But I'm just gonna chill right here. I'm not gonna boss or anything like that, and I think we'll just go ahead. I might try to quick ball and thin real quick, to be honest. I'm going to grab the EggRow. It's going to get discarded next turn anyways. And then hammer in, take a knockout, take 2 prizes. And now it looks like their ADP is going to come up. There's a Grookey, if I've ever seen one. I'm going to lay the Grookey down, though. Because, well, I don't know if I should actually lay Grookey down now that I think about it. So here comes ADP. I think now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to Tropical Hour at this point, because Tropical Hour, it's going to get those energies away and it's going to put them back even farther. So right here, I think what I want to do now that I just top decked Eldegoss is I'm going to Marnie. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and Marnie. Hopefully I run into a capture energy or a weakness card energy. I did run to the weakness card. That's going to be enough for the Tropical Hour GX. And it looks like we'll be pretty situated. All right, we're going to get rid of 1, 2, 3. We're going to get rid of those 3. Retreat into you, attach the weakness guard. And then Tropical Hour will be really, really good again, like I said. Let's just use Voltage Beat. Again, nothing right there. Little bit of a problem, but we'll go ahead. We will Tropical Hour. Hopefully we haven't showed them that we don't have anything else in terms of like a Mallow and Lana. We're just going to hold on to that tag call in case they try to boss stall, but we'll go Tropical Hour. Boom, the energy's going right back into the deck. And now they can't accelerate energies onto this Keldeo, and we're sitting in a pretty decent spot, I would say. So again, a boss on this Rillaboom would actually kind of be a little bit of an issue, a little bit of annoying. This is a weird list, I will say. Attacks of the normal Pokemon this card is attached to do 20 more damage. What normal? Okay, you have double. Okay, Revenge Blast. Okay, I see why you have the powerful energy now. I don't think it's that Recycle energy. Okay. And so it looks like they're going to be knocking out right here. I'm just going to go into a Calming Hurricane, I think, because I, 1, want to get Mallow and Lana, but 2, okay, this is very interesting. All right, Calming Hurricane right here. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll go right here. There's a Grookey. I need that Mallow and Lana real bad, and there's the Mallow and Lana. Maybe we don't get stamped. We do need boss, though. That's the thing. So, this is a little bit of a situation. We've got the big charm right here. We could just Mallow and Lana into double for the Revenge Blast, or we could just normally retreat. I think normally retreating is fine because we've already used the GX. We don't need it anymore. So we can go into this double. We've taken 5 prizes, so 5 is 150. 5 is 150, that's 120, so this double might, well, actually with the 30, so if we attach the big charm, so big charm is 240, 270, that's exactly 250, darn. So I'm not gonna try to put the big charm on this guy. I'll just take it as it is. And then now we'll start thinning. We'll grab these 2 right here. And I think I'm going to end up using Guzma Hala. There was my phone that had just gone off. I want to get rid of those 2. We'll just grab the lab right here. Maybe they throw out a stadium. I hope they do. I doubt they will. But there's a 120 right there. You have to find a way to retreat this Keldeo right here and attach an energy. And even then, you cannot one-shot my my EggRow with the double. So that's not a Mallow and Lana. This is a really, really good call, but it looks like they're probably going to be able to retreat, I would think. think that they would be able to retreat off of this. Now, Calming Hurricane does do some good stuff. Yep, just going ahead and grabbing an air balloon at this point to attach, retreat. I, once again, would love Eldegoss at this point. But I definitely don't want to Marnie my opponent. They're going to be not taking a knockout right here. Okay. Not going to be taking a knockout. I don't really know what to do at this point. I think I just stick here and go Revenge Blast. It does 90, which 90 plus, oh god, quick math. Okay, so we don't knock it out at this point, but top deck, tag call, maybe grabbing that Mellow and Lana? Nope, nothing right there, and they're just going to sit and pass, and we're going to Eldegoss, find that boss's orders that's not in... Did I not use it earlier? I guess I didn't use boss's orders earlier. Alright, it looks like we're just going to go super aggressive at this point. Yeah, I'm going to go super aggressive and just research. I totally thought I had it. I guess I didn't. So we're just going to attach this big charm right here. Yeah, right here is pretty okay. We're going to go ahead and research. This is super risky. Super, super risky. But I do need to hit the boss. And there's the boss right there. We have it for next turn. We'll go ahead, Revenge Blast. And now if they... I don't know really what they could do. We've put ourselves in like a win con position unless this card is literally boss. And then I will cry 1,000 times for throwing away that Mallow and Lana. But GG's, they're just going to scoop a little bit of mistakes in that. But this is quite literally the first game that I've played with this deck. So definitely a weird opponent. But let's try to get a second win here. And then we'll go on and look at the deck list. All right, game 2 with this deck. Let's see how it does. We're gonna hit the coin flip again as usual. Go second. I think we want to go second with this deck. Okay, we do start the Rillaboom, and then we also can quick ball for a Pokemon, which is awesome. A Grookey specifically to be able to use the Rillaboom boom boom. And we're facing Drillbur. Okay, so this is Excadrill control. I don't know how this matchup goes. If I had to take a guess, not very good. We have to really, really be careful of getting this guy stuck right here. So if all possible, we definitely want to get the air balloon onto this guy, and that's basically it. We don't really want to do much else, I say. So I think what we do is we go up here. I think we save the Chaotic Swell and the Wondrous Labyrinth. We want to have them throw out whatever they're going to throw out, and then we want to use Wondrous Labyrinth to be able to counter that. And then if they throw anything else out, that's when I'll be like, okay, Swell. I just kind of want Lab to stick as much as possible because we have a much better advantage using the Lab. So we're just going to stick right here. We're going to go into a Grookey. We did not prize 3 Grookeys this game. That's very, very good. But here we go. Put that guy right there. And I think we're just going to Super Growth right here. So we're going to go Thwacky into a Rillaboom. Nice. We still have some left. And then we're just going to chill right here. We are just going to chill. We do have the opportunity to Voltage. We do have the opportunity to Lab, attach, Voltage Beat, KO, and then that would also be very, very good. I'm still not 100% familiar with this deck. I should be. I haven't played it in a couple weeks, so it's not one that I've been trying to grind out through the Players' Cup, so that's a little bit oof, but that's okay. I'm not super worried about it. So we'll see what happens at this point. They can evolve into the Excadrill and do the Rotillary or KO or whatever, you know. So that'll be an interesting thing if that happens. I think they just Bird Keeper, so there's no, well, unless they hit a Custom Catcher, there's no Gusting this turn, which is going to be super nice. We'll be able to take a KO, and we really want to take KOs as fast as we can. I'd love to hit this Excadrill. I would rather do that maybe this. I think I maybe want to wait to throw down the Lab until I catch them off with that, but let's just go right here to this guy, and I think we'll attach right here so then we can get this guy ready to retreat if we need to, or use Hammerin. And we're just gonna go Calming Hurricane at this point. We'll just take knockouts as they come, because everything is squishy enough to where we just knock it out. And there's an air balloon right there. That's awesome. I won't be using that though yet. I don't want to use it until I get trapped in the active, because I know Tool Scrapper's a card, and I'm sure they play Tool Scrapper. Marnie also is going to be really, really good if we can get to Marnie, but I'm wondering if I'm playing too slow, to be honest. I don't think Tropical Hour is worth using. One, because we can't knock out a Zacian off the Tropical Hour, but they really only play like 1 or 2 energies at a time. So like, I don't really think that Tropical Hour would really do anything in comparison to like the ADP match that we just played. So we'll see how this goes. They're throwing away the Team Yell Grunts. I think that's probably the best idea for them. They've got the Bird Keeper, so maybe they'll go into a Rotillary turn. That would be awesome and clutch. If they could go into a Rotillary turn but not get an attachment, that would be even more clutch. But here comes a doll. I bet they go into the doll at this point. Yeah, I bet they Bird Keeper into the doll, which there's the capture energy, which is not super great actually, because that kind of defeats the Wondrous Labyrinth. So top deck boss one time, please. Top deck boss one time. So we'll see how this goes. There's another Minccino there. I think just going into an Intrepid Sword. Okay. Did they? Oh no, they used Cynthia and Caitlyn to get the Bird Keeper back, so they wouldn't be able to do that this turn. That's right. No top deck boss. That's kind of a shame, but I'm not super worried about it. I think because they showed doll and they got that down, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just go ahead, attach lab, balloon. We're going to voltage beat to ourselves in case they gust, so then we can possibly go ahead and attack. And I think we're just going to go. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Pokemon that I really want to take out at this point. No boss right there. I'm thinking about the tag call. Not really. Marnie is definitely something that I want to use next turn though. And then we'll just go ahead, Calming Hurricane once again, take another prize. Now, Crushing Hammers is going to be super critical if they hit Crushing Hammers, because Crushing Hammers kind of stall me back a little bit, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So here we go. They have the doll up, no Jirachi, so doll is kind of the next best thing to help you set up if you're trying to find your Mincinos. I did research, so then I get a little bit closer to boss. Maybe I should have tag called to grab some stuff out, but I'm really conscious about like trying to not play as many cards as possible, if that makes sense. I kind of want to save the tag call for Mallow and Lana possibly. But here we go. Yep, another Intrepid Sword right there. I think Marnie is definitely the move, especially since they don't have any Cinccino's out yet. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and Rillaboom will Marnie. Yes, I know. I just want to reset my opponent's hand for the most part. And we're going to be hitting into a doll, which, like, not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely not exactly what I want to do, but again, it's not the worst thing ever. And so we'll go Voltage Beat. We'll grab 1 energy and just attach it right there because Wondrous Labyrinth is sticking. And then we'll go Calming Hurricane. We did shuffle up our deck a little bit, so kind of something to note, I guess, is Voltage Beat before you Marnie, especially if you don't have a boss yet. So then you're more likely to like draw into boss or top deck boss or something like that. But they are going to get Cinccino's here, which is kind of a, don't like that, but it's not the worst thing in the world at this point. Throwing away a Drillbur, going to get a Team Yell Grunt. I believe that's probably like make do material, right? They probably would have already done, they probably would have already done the the Team Yell if that was the case, like they were planning on using it, but not having any luck finding extra drills for them. I don't feel bad actually at all. But anyways, I think we're going to get our Marnie back, though. We do get boss, so that's really, really good. So we're going to boss up Drillbur. Yeah, top deck boss, always great. We are just going to hit into this guy and just hold our butts right now. So the downside of that play right there is that they could get triple Cinccino, which is very interesting. And then also, but they need to bump this lab right here in order to use energy assists. So they're going to probably commit the energy right here if they can find it. But 2 energy's gone already. I like that. But they're coming towards a little bit of the end of their deck. I'm definitely going to Cynthia and Caitlyn here, though, to get that Marnie back. Because the sooner that we can reset their hand, the better. That's kind of the thing in this matchup if you do not know. So hopefully we can snag it. I don't want to put this Crobat down because this Crobat only says bad things in my opinion. They are playing a Roxy's, or no, Jesse and James. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong Weezing, but Jesse and James, I remember from the PokéX Champions Festival that I commentated. Much, much better. So here we go. We might also think about getting Boss back, although I don't think I want to get Boss back, to be honest. I would rather just go Cynthia and Caitlyn for, actually, I think I want to grab the, no, I don't want to grab Mallow and Lana yet. I think I'm just going to grab the one Cynthia and Caitlyn and then go ahead and, we'll discard this guy right here to go snag the, Boss might actually be a better play overall, especially because we're getting low. Yeah, Boss might be a better play. I'm going to get the Boss. I'm going to get the Boss. And we have another Boss right here, so that's even better at this point. Boom. Do that. I know a reset stamp is going to be coming in pretty soon, so maybe we'll hit one of our other Marnies. How many Marnies do we play, actually? I cannot remember, to be honest. We actually play a 4 count of Marnie, a whole play set. So that's really awesome, in my opinion, to be able to possibly hit that. But again, maybe an energy assist is coming. I don't know. Energy assist would be super, super good. But Lab really, really helping us out. But okay, they're going there. Another Minccino, I guess, to be able to make do a second time. That's actually a pretty good play by them, in my opinion. If they want to go ahead and do that, draw 2 more cards. But man, I don't know where their Excadrills are. They have not seen a single Excadrill, which is wild. But also, if they do, it's a good thing we kept this Crushing Hammer, because if they do end up attaching an energy right here and just kind of leaving this Minccino inactive, we can just go ahead, Crushing Hammer, hopefully hit the heads. I hope that we can hit the heads, but here comes the reset stamp, so all that is thrown out the window. We did put 2 bosses back in our deck, though, which is really, really nice. And there we go, tag call right there. Oop, 0, never mind. Maybe this is the thing now. Maybe this is the, we gotcha at this point. But also, I have a bunch of energy on, and I have a way to get energy going back in the deck, so I don't know. Here comes the Crushing Hammers. They hit a heads right here. A little bit of a oof, but the longer that we can keep our energies, the better. Oh man, a bunch of zeros. They've 3 in their hand. They do have a big hand though, so. And there we go. There's 1 heads. If they get a 4th one, that's a little bit of a, I mean, the more energies they discard, the harder that this matchup becomes, sadly. So if we ever find ourselves in a situation where we have 3 and Wondrous Labyrinth is still up, that's fine, because we can just retreat and hammer in. So that kind of works out. I would suggest to them though, oh, there's a Lucario Melmetal. Do they have the Full Metal Wall? I totally forgot about this. I'm not going to lie. I 100% forgot that this was a card. So that's a little bit of an issue at this point. They could do it. They, well, no, they're just going to Intrepid Sword. Okay. So definitely don't want to accelerate any more energies as of yet. We do have a double right here, which is fine. But we'll just go ahead and we're just going to Voltage Beat 1. And, ooh, this is a real bad issue. This is a real bad issue if they get to Full Metal Wall. But if they do need 3 energies or a Stadium knockoff and 2 energies. So I almost like my odds right now. I don't know. But here we go. We'll go Calming Hurricane now. Maybe I should have Marnied. Maybe I actually should have Marnied. I don't know. I don't know. But there's a Marnie right there. That's actually really good if they don't Jesse and James us this turn, because they haven't been able to Rotillery. And it's still in the deck right there. So they've got this. So I feel like they're pretty confident about getting this off. But now that I think about it, actually, ooh, I don't know. But yes, we're definitely going to Marnie here. We're definitely going to Marnie. But this guy is here. If they do an energy attachment, though, well, no. Unless I hit something off the Marnie, we won't be able to, Tropical Hour. They definitely need an attachment, though. So this is a tough game. This is interesting, especially off that reset stamp. Hopefully we don't get stamped again. I can't remember if... I bet this plays 2 stamps. But you never know. You never, ever know. Come on, boss one time. We do have a couple outs in this, though. We do have, like, the Mallow and Lana to be able to get into the Rillaboom to do damage, especially because I don't think they're going to Full Metal Wall this turn, to be honest. I don't think they're going to Full Metal Wall. So if we can just get a little bit of chip damage on and just enough to get Rillaboom in there, we might be okay. We might actually be okay. They have not... There's that Excadrill that I was talking about. They have not gone Excadrill at all today. So we'll see how this goes. We know that they play a playset of Excadrills more than likely. Probably like a 3-1 of 3... Or I'm sorry, 1 of these and then 3 of the Rotillary ones. So we'll see how this goes. I really want to hit into this, though. That's the thing. I really want to hit into this. So then if I somehow get Mallow and Lana, that works. But, ooh. Okay, Bird Keeper into Zacian, maybe? Oh, are you going to go double Bird Keeper? So let's see. There's Bead right there. They still get an attachment. They have to bump the stadium as well. If they bump the stadium, this will be a kind of a bad time, but it won't be the worst thing in the world. There's that stadium bump. Eek. But, okay, here comes the Full Metal Wall. This makes it a little bit harder, I will say. This makes it just a smidge harder. All right, here we go. Crushing Hammer. That's pretty cool. Boom. We'll knock off this right there. We're going to go ahead and Marnie. We don't have any other switching effects. We just have, like, the air balloon, so kind of rough. I want to save this energy right here. I think I'm going to save the Crushing Hammer as well. But I want to hit into the Mallow and Lana here. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. There's Mallow and Lana right there. Mallow and Lana doesn't win us the game, but it gets us in a better position, I think. If you think in the video that I should have done something different in this game, please let me know down in the comments. I'm always trying to learn, especially with if it's a deck that I'm just picking up and kind of unconventional matchups, I would say. I don't think control is something that people really think about that they're going to face. So this is going to be very interesting. I might try to boss up this Zacian here. I'm trying to think. If we could get that Zacian caught, that would be really nice, but I don't know exactly what switching cards. They have the Bird Keeper right there. Cynthia and Caitlin is not there. They do have a reset stamp. I bet they Jesse and James here. Ooh, getting a boss off of this is not great. Actually, it could be great. It could be great, especially with that one just gusting this dude up. So we're going to gust this guy up right here. And then we're going to Super Growth. I'm going to check to see how much we have in this deck. We only have 3 energies, which, I mean, if it was 2 grass energies, that'd be really nice, but it is not. So I'm going to hold off on the grass energies for now, and hopefully that this just kind of works. I'm assuming that they play an air balloon. I don't know if I've seen it yet, which is really nice, but maybe we could just get them stuck. I highly doubt it. They probably have an out if they're going ahead and using Make Do. But 2 cards left? Maybe? one time. 2 stamps gone. Ordinary Rod is... I think they play more than 1 Ordinary Rod. I think they play 2. But Bird Keeper is something that they could have. I wonder if they have that this turn. If they do, yep, they have 2 Bird Keepers. Alright, so that's okay. I'm not super worried about it. Here's 4 cards that comes back into the deck, so probably going to be a Bird Keeper, I would think. Probably Bird Keeper, Jesse and James. Crushing Hammers, I bet they go back into Crushing Hammers at this point. Chip as well. So, like, I could see Jesse and James, Chip. Ordinary Rod, maybe. I don't know. Okay, scoop up nets and reset stamp and chip. Okay, the stamp I totally understand. Oh, here we go. There we go. Mallow and Lana right here to be able to take this knockout with the hammer in. GG's to my opponent. Well played. Very insane game. Very, very good game. I don't know if we played that exactly perfectly, especially with that boss play that I could have instead Marnied. I don't know if that was a little bit too greedy, but you know what? It ended up all working out. We did get 2 wins with this deck. I think EggRow probably has a better chance than a lot of other decks against Control because of the energy acceleration that it has. It doesn't matter if they hit like Crushing Hammers and stuff. All right, so here is the full list for you of Noah's EggRow deck. Again, pretty standard, I would say, in EggRow list, playing the lot of draw support right here, playing the Rillaboom, that guy. The Mew and Mewtwo is very interesting, especially when you talk about the Zacians and whatnot. I mentioned earlier how like it was a little bit tough with like the Zamazenta and stuff like that because, well, we're hitting into it and we hit against resistance. So this Mew and Mewtwo right here could help us out, especially be able to two-shot the Zamazenta with our one move thing, whatever that's called, the first move. I can't even remember what it's called, and it's my favorite card, Calming Hurricane. That would allow us to be able to two-shot it because we would be doing 120 with those goggles. So that's actually really, really interesting that I didn't think about until afterwards. But Mew and Mewtwo, really, really cool addition. Revenge Blast, double, just kind of a strong card towards the end if you like that. I mean, they get through one EggRow, they get through a Rillaboom, and all of a sudden you're doing 240? So that's pretty nice in my personal opinion. Or if they go EggRow and maybe like go get your Crobat or whatever, then all of a sudden you're doing 270, which is a pretty doggone good number in my opinion. Wondrous Labyrinth is actually really good in this deck in my personal opinion because of the fact that you do get Voltage Beat. You're able to accelerate a bunch of energies in a single turn. And honestly, especially with an attachment, you know, EggRow having the Super Growth as the no energy required attack, you could put down Wondrous Labyrinth like literally the first turn of the game when you're going second and just attach, go ahead and use Super Growth, and then that could deter your opponent, especially if you like Marnie in the turn or something like that, maybe some sort of disruption. So then especially something like ADPZ, you know, they get a little bit set up, all the shim and sham that they do. It could be really, really helpful. Again, I think the most cuttable card in this list is Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammers are nice, but like, I hate Crushing Hammers and I don't think they need to be in every single list, although they pretty much are, and they've worked out well for a lot of decks, especially if you go with that rare candy idea, and then you could use, you know, you could cut 2 Crushing Hammers for rare candies, and then you can cut 2 more for something else. I'm not exactly sure what I would do, to be honest, because you're already playing a playset of tag calls. You're playing a lot of bosses orders. How many is that? 2 of them to be exact. Maybe you could go up to 3 if you want, or just go in with the flexibility of another attacker. I don't know maybe what other attacker you could use in this format, but like a colorless attacker or grass attacker to help combo off, or maybe like a switch card or another air balloon, especially in the point of the, I think it was the first game where I discarded my switch effect and I was like, oh wait, I forgot, I should have looked for air balloon first. Or I discarded the energy to be able to retreat and I was like, oh wait, what if air balloon's prize? So maybe a second air balloon would be good for this. And yeah, that's all for this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will also say, I kind of forgot about this the last week, but I wanted to start giving out codes in videos. Might not always be in the beginning, might not always be in the end. But you know what? We've had a lot of good support, and I've seen a lot of great things grow on the channel, so I just kind of want to say a little bit of a thank you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this deck profile. The link of the copy and paste of the deck profile is in the description as always. Hope you enjoy this. Remember, we're not very good at video games, but we have a fun time doing it. And I will see you all later. Be safe. Have fun. Drink some water.